Malacanang said the proposed 1 peso increase in public utility jeepney fares will undergo a review to assess its impact on commuters and operators. Palace Press Officer Undersecretary Claire Castro said President Bongbong Marcos directed the entire economic team, not just the Department of Transportation, to study the proposal. Castro added that public consultations and hearings will be conducted to ensure a balanced approach. Transport groups earlier requested the 1 peso fare hike, citing rising fuel and maintenance costs.
Ang direktiba po ng Pangulo, ito po ay aralin dahil marami pong maaapektuhan dito. Hindi lamang po ang DOTR ang siyang mag-decide dito, kundi po ang buong economic team para po malaman natin kung kakayanin din po ng ating taong bayan ang dagdag pamasahe. Muli magkakaroon naman po ito ng consultation at mga public hearings para po mas maging balanse for both, no, or among the parties. Kasama na po yung PUV operators, drivers, pati po yung mga commuters.
Now, to react on this development, we have Attorney Ariel Inton, founder of Lawyers for Commuter Safety and Protection. Good morning, Attorney. Thank you for joining us.
Good morning po sa inyo. Good morning sa ating mga taga-subaybay.
Right, Attorney, of course, we would like to get reaction from your agency on this proposed 1 peso increase in jeepney fares.
Sa grupo po namin, sa Lawyers for Commuter Safety and Protection, we are invited to attend the hearing set by the LTFRB on Monday, August 18 at 1:30 p.m. So we will present our side on behalf of the commuting public as to what we see or what we feel about this proposed proposal of a fare hike. Una, we have to be clear about it that not all transport groups filed a petition. Hindi po lahat. So the others did not. There are about 3 transport groups na nag-file.
Attorney, para maintindihan lang natin lahat yung itong proposal, yung mechanism nito. What if significantly bumaba ang presyo ng petrolyo, no, sa merkado? Is it an automatic na bababa rin or matatanggal kaagad yung 1 peso increase, or this is going to be a permanent one?
Ganito po kasi, no? Ang hinihingi po kasi ngayon ng mga nag-file, no? But of course, matagal na nitong final to, no?
That's right.
Ang hinihingi nila ngayon ay provisional increase.
Okay.
Meaning to say na pending the resolution of the petitions, bigyan niyo muna itong provisional, which is, I think, they're asking for 1 peso, the others are 2. No, but they're, so, kapag ito ay binigay, assuming ibigay ito, it is immediately executory.
Okay.
Not unlike a fare na permanent. You need a fare matrix. You need a publication with of the decision. Pero dito, hindi, immediately executory. So, doon ngayon ang tanong niyo, sir, na what if bumaba? Then, pwedeng ibawiin ulit.
Yes.
Kasi provisional lang.
Kasi provisional lang.
Yun, it's more flexible for LTFRB to grant a provisional increase or a provisional reduction.
Okay.
Okay, kasi yun nga, no, while we understand yung plight po ng ating mga jeepney drivers, may mga reports po tayo na dati daw 2,000 na uuwi nila, ngayon 900 na lang, sobrang taas talaga ng gasolina. But we also understand yung commuters. So ano po yung nakikita nating alternative measures that you would recommend po para masuportahan po for the meantime itong mga jeepney drivers or jeepney operators na without burdening our commuters?
Okay. Kanina, meron news clip that Malacanang directed other economic agencies na pag-aralan to. But actually, ang LTFRB po, even when I was still there, uh, as a board member, before LTFRB comes out with a decision, we solicit recommendations, proposals from economic agencies like NEDA, for instance. Ayun. If you would recall, siguro a few months back, there was a news item na, ibibigay na yung 1 peso. And then nawala.
Yes.
Nawala yun because there was a war between Iran and Israel, and that propelled the price per barrel into about $78.
Yes.
77, 78, na malapit na yung 80. So, there came the alternative solution of giving the fuel subsidy kasi malapit na mag-80. Under the law,
Yung
pagka 80
barrel,
na,
yeah.
immediately you have to release it. Now, at that time, again, when I was still with LTFRB, the Department of Energy already came out with a cause signal to the OTR na, sige, pwede na ibigay. However, nagkaroon ng truce. No? And it went down again, yung presyo.
Yes.
Down to about, right now it's, I don't know, but it went down to about 60s, 60. Ngayon, sa mga kaso na yan, I just saw 1.53 na yata, 53.54 na per liter. So, kaya tuloy, ang sabi mo lang niyan, no, we have no basis to have it release yung fuel subsidy. Pero marami po sa ating transport groups ang sinasabi na, hindi, bilhin nyo rin po kasi okay na rin sa DOE.
Yeah.
Perhaps this is what the economic advisors or the economic team of the government has to review. Is that a way for us to have the fuel subsidy release kahit na hindi pa umabot o hindi umabot sa 80, pero ready na at that time? Kasi yun ang sinabi, ready na. It can be, so pwede kaya yun? So number one yun. Kung pwede yun, then that's an alternative. Now, second, no choice. Talagang ang pagka may ganito, it will always be the commuting public who will bear it ultimately.
Yes.
At
Exactly.
kapag ganun nangyari, no, tama rin naman yun there's economic the
Impact.
economic team of the government has to review it kasi may impact talaga. Inflation, no? Hindi kasi ito usapan na piso lang no? Ito ay usapin na maaring mag-trigger ng inflation.
Right.
And then, it can also, iba kasi, ganito, pagka masyado na mataas ang pasahe, riders will go to alternative
Mode of transportation.
alternative mobility.
Oo.
No? Baka,
Mag-bike.
kaya nga dumami nakamotor, if you
Right.
will see. No? O ayun, maganda ngayon na may mga discounts sa MRT. So,
Right.
baka bumaba pa nga yung ridership nila. And then may mga libre sakay ang mga ibang LGUs. So, yan ang mga pinapag-aaralan po nila. But again, ang magde-decide po niyan is LTFRB. LTFRB has that power. No? So,
Attorney,
as August 18, naka-receive na po kami ng invitation noon. 1:30 will be the hearing on the petition.
Attorney, very quick na lang po, ano po ba yung significance ng 1 peso increase para po sa mga jeepney drivers versus dun sa magiging impact ng mga commuters?
Well, malaki po ang impact sa both sides, no? Sa mga drivers, syempre additional kita 'yon.
Right.
Basta hindi lang naman nila itaas ng mga operator yung boundary. Ang problema, pag nagtaas ng boundary,
Ganun
wala
din.
rin. Di ba? Yun. Sa passenger side naman, hindi lang po basta piso yan. No?
Yes.
Kasi in one family, let's say, 4 yung namamasahe. Let's give those 4 members of the household na mga in a day, sumasakay yan ng dalawa papunta, dalawa pabalik. So, mga 4. So, it's, if you do the math, 4 peso times 1, that's 4. That's times
Sabi mo
4
na
because we have 4. So, ganun pala. And then, multiply the number of days in a week, the number
Yun
of
yung impact
days in a month.
Yeah, malaki
So,
din.
ganun ang impact.
Right, right.
Ma'am, sir, you would see, no, ito, if you go dun sa on the ground, ito, napansin ko naman to when I was with an LGU sa Quezon City when I was in traffic Caesar. Na nakikita ko bakit ang dami naman bus na medyo maluwag pa yung aircon pero hindi sumasakay yung mga ibang pasahero. Naghihintay sila ng non-aircon. Why? Kasi mas mababa pa pamasahe doon. Oo. So yun, yung piso o 2 piso, malaking bagay po sa mga commuters to. Kaya tama lang pag-aralan pong mabuti to, but on our side, as those representing the commuting public, we will be present on August 18 para mapakita naman namin One, meron na bang sinubmit ang NEDA sa LTFRB at ano ang sinasabi nila kung sakaling may taas pasahe.
Ayun.
2, second, is there a way for us to release the fuel subsidy? Take into consideration that at that time, a few months ago, it almost reached 80 and the government said, ready na to. Kaya lang,
tapos biglang
bumaba ulit. So, yung laban bawi doon. Is it really the spirit of the law na kapag baba? So, let's see. We have to find an alternative solution.
Totoo. Nasa waiting game tayo ngayon. Pero sir, teka muna, wala na po kayo sa LTFRB?
Yes, sir. Yes, ma'am. Opo.
Kailan pa po?
Recent lang po kasi
you were here a few weeks ago as LTFRB spokesperson. Nagulat lang po ako. So, your contract ended?
Opo. And hindi naman po tayo nawala as sa LCSP because before we became a spokesman, nasa naman po tayo.
Right.
Nasa LCSP.
Alright.
And there's nothing new to us here kasi sa transport din naman po yung aming pong
That's right. Same lang.
sinasabi. Opo.
Alright. With that, maraming salamat po muli sa inyong oras. Attorney Ariel Inton, founder of Lawyers for Commuter Safety and Protection.